Hi, welcome to Reaper Live.
This week we have Bob Ridolfi as a special guest, and
Julie Guthrie. This week on Reaper Live.
I'm just speechless. So.
Hi, I'm Ron Hawkins, art director here at Reaper Miniatures.
I'm Ed Pugh, president here at Reaper Miniatures.
And welcome to Reaper Live, the show where we blend painting, gaming, and geek culture all together for your viewing pleasure. We're joined with our technical director, Justin Elliott, producer Michael Collins, and we have two special guests today.
This week we have the incredible Bob Ridolfi and the incredible Julie Guthrie.
Yay!
Yes.
Thanks for stopping by the Reaper Studios today.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, all right, you bet. So here at Reaper Live, what we do is we paint miniatures, we talk about gaming and stuff, and before we get into the meat and potatoes of what we're going to do today, the getting to know you guys, we're going to talk about what we're going to paint first. Okay? So, Bob, what are you painting?
I'm painting the Wild West Wizard of Oz witch that I sculpted for you guys.
Yes.
Great
That's a very
piece.
good one.
Julie?
I'm going to paint the pack donkey.
Is it a donk pyre?
Well, we'll see if it
Okay,
has
all right.
fangs.
We'll see if we makes it that far. Okay, well then let's. Ed, what are you working on?
I'm going to work on the skeleton and the scorpion, whatever.
The spider centaur.
Yes, that one.
Okay. All right,
And
where
you're
you
going to work on...
I thought I'd
I've seen
try
these
something
before.
new today.
don't push it.
Well, I finished my wraith and my skeleton, so I figured I'll just go to the ogres. Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. Well, I'll work on mine. I guess I'll do an ogre. I guess.
So one of the questions we have for all our guests: how did you get into the hobby? Who wants to go first?
Well, I've been here longer, I suppose.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
I know you guys are just dying to jump into this.
Just jump
so-
in.
Right, this is what we live for.
Yeah.
I've been in the industry quite a while. I was in college studying art and didn't really think that I could be a waitress and do art part-time. I wanted to be able to make stuff for a living. And so I discovered D&D at the same time in college and went to a convention in Detroit and met Ralph Partha and said, well, how do you make these little miniatures? And Tom Meyer showed me what he used, and I played around in jewelry class with making some out of bronze and wax, and that wasn't really that great. But started using the putty that they did and took it back next year and said, what do you think? And they said, when you get out of college, come see us.
Wow. Well, that's a good.
So I fell right into that job and have been in this industry now for 35 years.
Yeah. And you're Hall of Famer. And not for both Reaper, but also, too, as an industry Hall of Famer.
The Origins Hall of Fame, right?
Yes.
The Origins Hall of Fame
Yes.
for
Yes.
body work, I guess.
Yes.
I was the first female to be inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Mm.
Back when I started, there weren't that many females in the industry.
When I was a kid, when I was buying Ralph Partha minis, and I would see the blister, and it would say Jay Guthrie.
Jay Guthrie.
I was like, well, that must be
John.
Yeah. I was like,
Sam Garrity.
Yeah.
John Guthrie. Yeah.
the women don't want to do this. Why would?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out, the best in the industry is a lot of the best in this industry are women artists.
Mm-hmm.
Painters and sculptors. So, yeah, we never been a fan of. Oh, it's Julie. Oh, okay, cool. Bob, what about you?
I got into the industry on a dare.
And you lost, huh?
Yeah, and that's why I'm here today, Ron. No, I was just working my normal career, and a friend of mine found some old, I think it was Heritage miniatures, the John Carter of Mars stuff.
That's a constant theme.
Yeah, and he couldn't find one of the figures in the pack, and he asked me if I could sculpt him one, because I'd already done 2D art, and I was doing even advertising art for the company that I was working with. And I sculpted a little figure, and he said, hey, this doesn't suck like your other stuff, so you should probably try to do this for a living. So a couple of years went by, and I messed with it a bit, and I sent a figure to Ralph Partha. And just because I figured they're somebody I can talk to, and they had an 800 number, and so I didn't have to pay for it when I called them. And I talked to a gentleman named Rich Smethurst, who turned out to be an extremely pivotal person in my life. He introduced me, so I called on a Wednesday, which is weird because the sculptors were in on Wednesday, and they normally weren't all in. And he said, let me put you in touch with our art director, and it was her.
Oh, really?
And so Rich Smethurst was the first person I talked to in the industry. She was the second. And we I really dropped out of the industry after that for about 3 years. And
We scared
but
him off.
we stayed in touch as friends. And later on, Rich Smethurst called my house and said, "Hey, I got somebody I want you to reconnect with," and it was her again. And we talked for a while. And
Yeah.
I started submitting figures, but I really didn't get into miniatures right off the bat. My first professional sculpting jobs were model kits and pewter. So I kind of
With Gallo. Was this when you were in Gallo? Yeah.
pewter, and a company called AEF Designs. I did all the model kits for Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Aliens movie franchise.
Yeah, that was
Right.
my first job. They asked me if I could sculpt, and like an idiot, I said yeah, and it worked.
Cool.
Jumping in the deep end.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old leading edge.
That was after that. Yeah,
That was
but,
after that?
but I did the leading
I
edge
got those.
alien
Yeah,
stuff
those
too.
were great.
Yeah.
Those were great. And how did you guys fall into working for Reaper? Julie, how did you get mixed up with Ed?
About that time.
Was that
I
on a
think,
dare too? Is that another dare that somebody
Yeah.
lost? Yeah.
Ralph Partha had been thinking of selling their company and had laid off the design department and made us go freelance. So it opened us up to work for a lot of different companies. And again, I think that was at Gen Con.
Right.
That
That's
we
where
connected.
yeah.
You had been looking at starting your own line as to just having the heritage stuff. You talked to, did you talk
We were
to
doing-
me and Sandy at the same
I
time?
think so, because we were doing scry counters was the focus,
Yeah.
and we were wanting to push out of that. I'd known Richard Kerr for a lot of years, and when he was in Austin, and then I don't know if Richard put us together, however it worked, but when it decided to start moving out and actually creating, not just recycling mill heritage or this kind of stuff, well, we needed who's the best? Who do we want to go to? Let's start looking around. Who's available? And that was talking to Sandra Garrity and talking to you. And you and I had some amazing conversations because you explained, you were very open. You explained this is how the industry works. This is what you pay. These are the rates. This is when it's due. I mean, it was just really a nice, refreshing conversation because so much of that is always kept really close to the shoulders. We don't talk about that, kind of a thing. And so that was a lot of fun. But that would be, I guess, where it started. You did some of the scry countertops originally is what we were commissioning for the Wizards. Sandy did the same thing, and then those were in turn collected and codified into the first release, the first 16 models for Dark Heaven, and that's where Bob's on board. You did the dragon there, kind of a piece. So that's how we got there.
And
Now, I was going to say, at Ralph Partha, you had your own line for a while, All Things
All things
Dark
dark and
and
dangerous.
and I remember seeing that in the hobby store. I was like, oh my God, there's a whole new line. How did that come about? Because they were always big on just doing the 01s, or I just remembered as it's Ralph Partha logo and the 01s and the 02s and that kind of a thing.
My contract with Ralph Partha said that I got my name on the blister.
Uh-huh.
They had always put the names on the back of the blister. No, that's fine. But the person making the cards had not wanted to change the verbiage on the back of the card. Since my contract said had to be on the card somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
she put it in nice big type right on the front and pretty much made my career. Oh, this person must be somebody special.
Exactly,
the name
yes.
was right
yes.
on the front of the card.
Card, yeah.
So I have to thank
I think that was
her
like
for
the first sculptor's name I knew outside of just the Heritage Crew
Yeah, I
because they were
believe
here
so.
in Dallas,
Mhm.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did you like that line? Did you have much creative control or input on that line?
It was entirely my bailiwick to play with, and
Oh,
it was
that would be
great.
fun.
So I had flow charts and everything else, and figured out
Wow.
every
okay.
lease had a certain amount in it. But anything I wanted to do, they were very good about just letting me go.
Now, Bob Charette was here at Reaper at that time. I mean, at Ralph Partha at that time, wasn't he?
He came in probably a couple years after.
Oh,
I did.
after you did.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, my
Tom
question
Meyer
was gonna
had gone abroad and
be- uh-huh.
was living in England, I think, at the time. So they needed a few extra sculptors on board.
And why did they not do a line for him or anything? It just that sort of fell from
Three
grace?
lines was enough. They
okay.
couldn't afford to do another one, so they had a couple of other lines.
So you were in the
that
right
they-
place at the right time then.
Yes,
very
very
much
much
so.
so.
Yeah.
And Bob,
Yeah.
besides Leading Edge and Reaper, are there any other companies you've sculpted for?
A lot of them. I have to think of all the names.
Yeah.
A lot of them outside the miniatures industry.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Collectible pewter, model kits,
Model
stuff
kits,
like that.
toys,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff.
you guys have done work for a lot of the big toy companies.
Mattel, Hasbro,
Tycho.
Tyco. I think we had something come out for Playmates, the little Marvin the Martian playset. We kind of never knew where some of that stuff was going to end up.
So you guys have done. I mean, you guys are best known. I think would be for your miniatures work.
Yes.
But
For our industry, but
yeah, for ours. But outside of that, you've done so much toy work.
Mhm.
You know, it's like every time I call you guys, it's like we're working on some toys for.
We just tell you that.
I know it's a secret project I can't tell you about. Oh, well, don't tease me.
We don't want to just tell you we're just watching TV. What are you doing? We're working on something
Well,
special.
that makes
Yeah,
me feel
yeah.
better. Okay, well, I'm glad you're letting me know that.
It depends what video games we're playing.
I guess so. Yeah. If Pocket Monster, whatever it's called, what's it called? Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
I'm too busy with Animal
No,
Crossing.
don't be treading on Animal Crossing.
Okay, all right, whatever. So, but yeah, you guys have done a ton of toy work.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've done bronzes for corporations, a lot of video game corporations, which are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
What else have we done?
I don't know. Between the two of us, we've had over 70 years worth of experience, so it's kind of hard to remember all of that.
Well, any cool? Are there any toys you can talk about that you created? Is it now? Can you talk about it?
Yeah, we've worked on pretty much everything, but for
Did you do any of the Star Wars?
a
figures?
lot of the Star Wars toys, a lot of the Indiana Jones toys, a lot of the what do we do? We did.
About the only
Lord of
license
the
I don't
Rings
think we've
stuff,
ever had anything
Star
to do
Trek.
with is Barbie.
Well, you
Oh,
did
really?
that stuff for Barbie. You did some of the accessories for Barbie.
Did I for Barbie?
Yeah, that little basket with the flowers and.
No, that was.
I think they threw that in there just to throw
that
us
was
off.
something else.
Wasn't that Barbie?
You lose track. You know.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
much
lot of
stuff.
miniatures.
Mhm.
And you guys, I think you mentioned one time on the phone that you've done a lot of stuff that never even came out.
A good portion of what we did for the toy companies was all R&D stuff, and
Mm.
they would say, "Here, we're going to try this line," and we'd sculpt it, and they'd pitch it to somebody, and I don't know.
It's usually the February toy show, right? We're
February
going to come
toy
up.
show,
Here's
yeah.
10 offerings. We put them out on the table. All the store orders or the buyers are coming by,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, okay, well these 6 mustered enough orders to do. These other 4, well, they go into the prototype bin or something,
Yep.
and so you might have sculpted all 10 of them. You know. Okay.
We had one project for it was what, the 25th anniversary of Magic the
10th
Gathering?
anniversary.
10th.
Mm-hmm.
And
Way
they were
back
going
when.
to come out with these 6-inch to 9-inch action figures
Mm-hmm.
for the thing with a special card that you couldn't get any other
It was
way.
going to be packed in with the figure, and they made
This
it
is-
through previews, and they made
Uh-huh.
it through Toy Fair.
They were on the ship
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
over.
And for some, I'm not real sure. We probably should go into why
Yeah,
it
we
didn't come
did.
out, but they pulled it. But it was in Previews magazine, and it was kind of neat to see it.
So
in
the whole
Previews
world was
magazine.
waiting for this.
Yeah,
and,
they were packaged and ready to go.
and then they
And-
never saw
They
the
never
light.
released
And
it.
the art from Magic the Gathering, oh God, what a great job that would have been. And,
Mhm.
you know, centaurs, dragons, the
Yeah.
whole
Everything.
works.
Besides this, was it 6 that they actually had prototyped and ready and packaged? There was
Then 9.
another series that we did that never even saw light.
Wow. We've had a few of those around here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess it can happen.
But a lot of industries are like that. Yes, we did a lot of R&D stuff for a lot of different companies. I used to joke that 90% of the stuff I've sculpted never came out.
There was one year there, it was what, 95% of what we
95%
did.
of what we did just floated away.
I know when we were doing all of the computer game stuff, y'all when Al was working with y'all,
Yeah.
that y'all were the ones producing all of that. The
That was fun.
EverQuest,
The Doom.
the Doom stuff, the what was it? You just on and on. I mean, again, you go back and you're like, oh my God, there's a bajillion of those
Yeah.
different contracts
Those
or
were fun.
stuff.
Those were a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's still,
I'm
and
going
they
to put
still
my-
live on today.
I'm going to put my ogre here.
Oh,
Show everybody what kind of progress. I'm
We need a
making.
time-lapse photography that just takes
Yeah,
all
the-
of the
we
episodes
don't
of what he
have-
works on that
We
ogre
don't
and
have
puts
enough
it
time to
together.
record all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, anybody else want to show their progress?
Yes. I stuck mine up there and see where we are.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay, I can put mine up there.
Yeah, all right.
See, it went from being gray to being black.
There you go.
There we go.
That's why I didn't have it primed black, so I had something to do.
There we go.
I
I'm
can
still
see
trying to figure
that
out which end of this thing you used.
That's a good start.
Prime.
That's a really good start.
Okay, so, all right, well, I'm going to take my ogre back off. I'll pass y'all's donkey and witch back over. And we'll go on. Let's see here. There's my guy. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, here's
And there's the witch.
Ah, thank you.
Bob, you and I are going
And,
to share our rinse water.
Okay,
Okay,
sure, no problem.
all right. Ed, do you have a question that you wanted to ask?
Oh yeah, no. One of the things that really for me, it's as if y'all sculpted our childhood. Very much so.
And thank
all
you
of
for
it.
that. I really do feel
What?
that.
Yeah. But inside of all of that, was there anything that stands out? Was there something that you really just enjoyed doing? It was your favorite pieces to do that you enjoyed? Was there anything like that?
Actually, there is one thing that sticks out that I really got a kick out of when we were doing the G.I. Joe line,
Mm-hmm.
the little 3 3/4 inch
Okay.
things. When my son was young, he played with those. So we were able to clear it with Hasbro by sending pictures of my son to put his face on a G.I. Joe.
Oh, no,
That's
that's cool.
And he was in the IT world, and it's a guy called Hard Drive,
Mm-hmm.
and that's him. That's our son.
Oh, the little
little one.
3 3/4
Yeah,
inch.
so that was kind of cool. And we and in the pewter industry, and we did some of the stuff. It wasn't Harmony Kingdom, but people know what Harmony Kingdom is. It was like that, called Surprise It's a Box.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a line of fairies, and I put faces of my 2 daughters and a lot of our friends on those. You know, it was kind of neat, and it was kind of fun. So that kind of stuff sticks out.
And for those not familiar with the pewter industry, a decade ago, I don't know, it was a long time ago.
It was a while back.
One of the major collectibles for just people in general were just pewter items that had just been antiqued, whether it be dragons or figurines, things like that. What destroyed that market and why you don't see it now was just the cost of tin, which is the main component in computer, shot through the ceiling, went from $2 a pound to $17 a pound. So these large monolithic items went from being, let's say, $50 at the time or something like that to $500, and that wasn't worth it for people. So that whole industry just got wiped out like a nuclear blast.
I thought you were going to say what destroyed the industry is sitting right here.
Oh, yeah. No.
I was just waiting for that to come.
No. So anyway, well, now for our industry, was there anything fun? Now, I really loved your Alien Queen you did. That was just an incredible piece to see that. What was for you? What did you enjoy doing?
I like pretty much anything. One of the things that I like doing, especially with Reapers, you let me go wild. I don't necessarily always get concept art. Not that we haven't done concept art, but you let us run with an idea, which is really
That's something we've always, from the beginning, at least tried to do, which is because our design process is Izzy might draw a piece, and that's great. We have a ghost, and it's a cool-looking ghost, and then it passes to the sculptor, and things you can add to that, or the reposing of it, or anything like that. You have your input. It's not simply, oh, Bob, you're a copy machine, I'm going to hit start and go. And then from there, it actually carries on into production.
Yeah.
We might find in production that this sword's not at the right angle, and it needs to be cut this way or something, and we'll make changes. But the whole figure will evolve through there, and everybody gets their input. And
That's what's nice about this industry as opposed to the toy industry.
Yes.
right, which you're
In the toy industry, there are times when you are doing things to 1/100th of an inch clearance. It's got to be exactly like the
to
art.
that.
Where being able to interpret the art a little bit is a lot more fun.
Yeah, well, you're finding that out with the bones. I think because we had to engineer so much of it, it helped us be better sculptors in other industries because we understood how the different molding processes work.
And that was back when they were still, and I maybe still are using 4-ups and
A lot of the stuff we did were 3-ups
3-ups.
for
Okay, yeah.
games like Risk and some of that other stuff, but a lot of the G.I. Joes were 1-to-1.
Because
Really?
the industry has
Yeah.
changed. They can make the molds from actual size pieces.
Yes.
And early
too.
on when we did the G.I. Joes, we would have to build in the articulation ourselves.
Really?
Yeah.
Do the engineering and all.
Yeah, so it was kind of an interesting process. Toward the end, they were sending us, the bucks pretty much already preformed, and we would just skin them. But early on, that shows how long we've been.
Now, when
doing
you
it.
say in the end, do you believe that the design, how did the industry morph and change? Is there less artist input now, and it's more just mechanical, push a button,
a lot of it has gone digital,
and just all of,
and
The other thing too, it used to change almost yearly. They would use freelancers for a while, and then they'd be unhappy with us. So then they would use internal people, and then they'd be unhappy with them.
Oh,
and
and
then it
flip
would
back
go to
and forth.
China, and then they'd be unhappy with the sculptors there. So almost every 3 years.
and this is
it
not
would
just
come
one
around.
company. We're not singling out one company. This was industry wide,
right.
and it was a cycle. You kind of got used to it.
Now, you'll still work, as we call it, analog in the green stuff.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
do phenomenal.
Thank you.
Do you have any plans? Is that something? Or y'all just sort of content where you are and you keep plowing down the road?
We
or?
have the ZBrush program, and we've dabbled in it, but it's we can do whatever we need to do with the green stuff right now.
You got plenty of time to learn digital sculpting,
Yes,
right?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And by the time
Until
we
art
get
directors
up and
keep
good
bugging
with it,
us.
Uh-huh.
you know, we probably be retired.
You know, it's a steep learning curve. So
It is.
So is analog sculpting.
Yes.
It's in our toolbox, and I think when we retire, it's going to be a fun tool
To play with
Yeah.
more
and
than
have
anything.
fun.
Yeah.
Now, have you run across any? Because now, well, this has always sort of been the case. You shake a tree, and 100 miniature companies will fall out.
Yeah.
But have you run across any miniature companies that just would completely lost if you showed them a green yet?
Not
No.
yet.
Not yet.
Not
Okay.
yet. But I'm assuming they're out there.
Yeah. So, when y'all do something, let's say we'll go but in reference to the toy industry. How long would it take y'all? How long? What were the lead times? Okay, they're going to give you. You need to do a GI Joe part or whatever. How much time did that take you to do it? How much time did they give you to do it?
We usually got the assignment about a year out from when it was going to
Why?
be.
So real far in
production.
advance.
Yeah.
So they knew what Christmas
A
was
lot
going
like
to
the
be long
Kickstarters.
before Santa did.
You know, a lot
Yeah.
like the Kickstarters. You do it in September, and then the fulfillment will be
A year
the
later.
following
Yeah.
July.
Yeah.
That being said, their lead times, they need that. So
Yeah.
usually we're the first step in the process. They want it as quick as they can get it.
Ah. Okay. Now, did you have to work? You work in plastic.
I
That
can,
was-
yeah.
yes.
I do that. back
I've seen a
and forth.
lot of your work using that. Was that a common feature that you used in building the toys?
Yes, yes. There was a lot of hybrid ones. And I don't know if we have any old pictures of the greens floating around that we can actually show, but we had a lot of them that were white plastic with the green over the top, or Fimo or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the nice thing about working for the toy companies is they could take whatever you sent and make a mold from it. So we could use whatever medium we needed to get the result that we wanted.
And this is because they were using the trace, the idea to make for the tooling, the
I'm
three
assuming
ups or
that's how
whatever.
they did
Yeah.
it, yeah. Because I know they pantographed the 3-ups down, so I'm assuming they had something similar for the 1-to-1s.
So, what's your favorite Reaper piece you've done?
Oh boy, I don't know.
It's hard to pick a favorite.
You've only done 6.
I'm,
so,
yeah,
you know.
I'm one of those people that I'm enjoying it when I finish it, but the minute I finish it, I want to do the next one. So I don't know that I have anything.
Probably not a favorite. Maybe not favorite's the right word. Maybe memorable, I guess, or something you
Well, I like witches and I like scarecrows, so probably this is one of my
Favorites.
ones. And Gauntfield
Gauntfield,
is
yeah.
one of my
Gauntfield
favorites.
was real good.
Yeah, I have a thing for witches. So
And your Scarecrow, you did the little piece for your ReaperCon
Yeah.
event.
yeah,
There was a video of that Justin should be able to spool up and show a little bit of that part. That was really neat to watch you
that
do
was
that.
fun.
Because you're just watching the video, it's like, oh my god, he just got some toothpicks, and all of a sudden next he's got this entire diorama
That
base.
that was the whole idea behind what I called my build classes. Is just take common household junk and make magic with it.
Yes.
And it makes people not afraid to use different
to use
mediums.
cat litter in their miniature dioramas.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Just not used.
It's got to be clean.
Just
Clean
not-
cat litter.
right.
And then yours, I really like the tree. I don't know if y'all, again, just don't spool these up. The tree was just, again, amazing to watch. Oh, well, that's just, I know that wire, just like picture hanging wire or something. And the next thing you know, you're just, and pow, here's this ancient looking, awesome tree. And so I love that. I love that. Y'all are very, very gifted and creative, both of y'all.
And if you want to learn how to take those or to do that, you can go to ReaperCon and take those.
Take the
classes.
class live. Yes.
I mean, you could
Or
have
watch
last
those
year.
videos. It's a good.
Yeah,
Good
or watch the
stuff.
videos.
But in the class,
Better-
though, the cool part is you provide all of the,
Yes, they get
Everything's
a packet
ready to
with
go,
Everything
right?
in it. You don't.
yeah,
know.
and same with
There's
on the
nothing.
wire, yeah. So,
I wonder if you'll be teaching that again next year.
I don't
Just
know.
don't know.
Are we invited
I don't-
next year?
Well, we'll see after the end of this episode.
I was going to say.
but at least Reaper's going to be in the same location for the next 4 years, so
Yes,
it'll be hard
that
to
is a
find
great
us.
location.
And that's
Yeah.
a good location.
That's a good
Yeah.
location.
We had a lot
very-
of positive feedback from the students on that place.
Well, Julie, what would be for you one of your, I guess, favorite Reaper models? You've done so many, more than Bob.
I don't know. I think he might have us beat for Reaper.
Oh.
Let's see.
Now we have some of your dragons back here.
Yes.
The latest ones, the dueling dragons, are incredible. I love that.
The Dueling Dragons was a piece I wanted to do quite a while. I had done it in pewter,
Mhm.
but for the longest time we couldn't do big pieces again because of
Because the cost of
prices.
it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So being able to do big dragons again, both the Dueling Dragons and the what is that, Black Sting, was a
That's
lot of
Black
fun.
Sting
Yeah.
and the Dueling Dragons, or Dance of Death. Dance of
Dance
Death
of Death and,
and
Black Stain.
Black Stain.
I'm enjoying being able to do big monsters.
Good. That's one of the things for us for Bones that sort of opened that back up is the ability to do not only large models again, but some of the largest models, that really have ever been done, definitely by us. So
Specifically Maldekar.
Maldekar or something like that.
That took a bit of time, a couple months.
Yeah. That was
Oh God, it was incredible. And to watch the photos, I remember when the photos were coming through the progress shots, and it was just like, this is just going to be just incredible. And it is. It's an absolutely incredible piece.
It was partially done for the one ReaperCon,
Mm-hmm.
and you have shots
We have
in
shots
the
on-
ReaperCon.
The forums, our forums, you can find photographs of it. Maybe we can dig one up and throw them up on the screen. But yeah, we're working on a Maldekar page so people can go and see shots of the green, in progress shots. You had pictures of the wing when it was underway. You had the underpinning of the wing. So we're going to try to get www.reaperlive.com/Maldekar up and running here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
You did the turnaround.
Yeah, we did. We've got a turnaround. We've got a few different shots on there for people to look at and sort of see the step by step of the way that works. So these parts, these two pieces that you just referenced, were in Bones 4. Bob, what was one of your? We talk about favorite pieces overall, but from Bones 4, is there anything that you enjoyed working on specifically? I know your wraiths.
The
you really
Wraiths,
enjoyed.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I really like doing that. Those were neat.
They were very popular. They turned out really, really well.
And in the previous Bones, I really enjoyed doing the Obsidian Mausoleum.
Yeah, the Obsidian Crypts.
Yeah, that was kind of neat to be able to do big stuff.
So referencing what you said a while ago, how I had asked if you worked in plastic, the Obsidian Crypt was
Primarily plastic.
plastic, not a green stuff model.
No, it was primarily plastic with some green stuff highlights, but it was primarily.
And in Bones 4, you did the some of the fantasy terrain,
Yes.
fantasy scenics. You did the circle, and a lot. I guess what the Dragons Don't Share had a lot of
A lot of
had some plastic in it
Had
too.
some plastic in it.
Uh-huh.
Had a lot of cork in it.
Yeah,
But yeah, it had a lot.
Dragons Don't Share was fun because we all got to work on that piece.
That was a neat.
that was a good little jam piece for everyone to
Yeah.
sort of work on together.
Mhm.
So I did the dragon on that piece. He
I
did
did
the
all
terrain,
the terrain
and the female.
The female magic user.
Right.
And then the other, who else?
Yeah.
Werner,
Other sculptors.
Werner Clark did the elf archer, the elf
Mhm.
ranger. Bobby Jackson did the fighter. Gene Van Horn did the female thief, and Jason Weeby did the dwarf cleric.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was all. And Izzy Collier helped us, sort of put it on paper to sort of give it a general
I used her
direction
design
to push.
show
Yeah,
the-
and she designed the characters that went with it. And Julie, you designed the dragon just on your own. You've kind of gotten the moniker Queen of Dragons, So I guess that all comes from years of doing dragons for Rob Partha, doing dragons for Grenadier, doing dragons for Reaper.
I remember some of my early drawings were dragons,
Mm.
and that was back when they told women that they shouldn't like dragons.
You can't draw dragons.
Yeah.
You can't draw dragons. What's wrong with you?
Yes.
Monsters?
What is
the hell?
this?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So y'all are in Arizona,
Yes.
and one of the favorites. Well, morbid. I guess I don't know. It's weird, but explain to what it's like to go through a haboob. Is this what?
Haboob. Yes,
Haboob.
a haboob.
Yes, which is just you tell us. For those that don't live there, those that live there are going to get really bored.
A haboob is a dust storm, and it's a Middle Eastern word, and it's like the ones you see in the Sahara Desert. If you ever saw the movie The Mummy,
Mhm.
that big cloud that comes after Brendan Fraser's plane that has the big mouth that opens
Mhm.
up, that's a haboob.
Oh my God!
You ever get big faces with mouths in Phoenix?
No.
No. Damn.
It's like clouds. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can kind of see them.
You can see them in there, but they don't actually open up and try to eat planes. But,
Well, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, but that said, does the airport airport would shut down? wouldn't it?
Airport,
The airport
shuts
shuts
down, freeway shut down, everything shuts down. The
Wow.
nice thing about it, if there is a nice thing, is they blow through quite quickly, but they reduce visibility to absolute zero everywhere, and highways just come to a standstill.
Wow.
And we get a lot of them.
Did you
Oddly
get
enough.
ahead? Do you get some warning? I mean, it's sort of like, the weatherman will
There's
say.
kind of an outflow boundary that'll give you a bunch of wind, and you kind of
Mhm.
know it's coming, but you can see it miles away. These things are 50,000 feet tall and probably
Wow.
2 or 3 miles across, sometimes 5 miles across.
Mm.
We've had some that have stretched all the way from down near Tucson, which is quite south of Phoenix, all the way up to Phoenix. I mean, they're
Wow.
gigantic. There's one stretch between Phoenix and Tucson around a little town called Eloy that it just shuts everything down. It's kind of neat.
The chaos
It's
element.
apocalyptic.
Yes, it's
great,
apocalyptic.
yeah. But then it's gone in a little while.
So what do you guys like to do when you're not sculpting? I know you're sculpting most of the time, but when you have free time, if you have free time,
Now, you used to play console games. Do you still do that?
I still do. Yeah.
Okay. What do you do? What do you like?
Probably my favorite game of all time is Skyrim.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Skyrim.
I
so,
can-
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
76?
We haven't gotten that yet.
We
We
haven't-
haven't seen it yet.
I understand you guys are playing it.
We're talking
Playtesting
about it.
when you
or
can play
showing
it.
it.
Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah,
something
something
like
like
that.
that,
I'm
yeah.
I'm gonna. I'm probably
be
gonna
sick
have
that
the
day.
flu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna have the flu.
You know, that's actually an option on your day off request form. You can go down and check that. Wow, new release,
New
game
release.
new release. You know, I mean that way we don't have to put anybody in an awkward position.
For his son, we used to have something called the video game flu.
Yeah.
And whenever
Whenever a
new
Final
video game
Fantasy came out with RPG flu, we'd be home.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
And sometimes I'll call and go, "Hey guys, what you doing?" Well, Julie's in the other room playing Animal Crossing. Oh my gosh!
Yes, we both play Animal Crossing.
You guys didn't you guys do? Did you do Pokemon Go for a while?
No.
Okay.
No, I still do that.
You do that. Animal
Yeah.
Crossing was kind of the same thing though. You could take your device and
You could walk
At
around,
Gen Con
yeah.
you were-
Yeah.
Yes, it's an open-ended game,
Mhm.
and it also has a component where you can interact with other people. Taking it to Gen Con used to be amazing.
yeah.
How many
Oh yeah,
hits
I
you
remember
get,
you at
yeah.
Gen Con doing that.
Yeah, it has
I remember that because you had
local
people
Wi-Fi.
passing by and you'd go,
Yeah.
oh, well, this is, yeah, okay.
There's a local Wi-Fi thing, and you get what they call street passes, and it was a lot of fun.
That's a good way for you guys to decompress.
Yes.
You guys hike. I understand you guys kind of
Yes.
walking out and
Yes, when we
do
can.
a lot of hiking.
We live near a mountain preserve, so we can go hike up into the mountains, which is really nice.
That's a good way to sort of escape from the
The
pressure.
pressure of Ron calling
yeah,
you all the time, going, where's my model? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys you burn the candle at both ends when it comes to Kickstarters for us. Bob, Julie, I need this, 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 and you guys are like
Yes.
cranking stuff out
Yes.
so fast.
Our job is to make you look good.
Us look good.
Okay, us look good.
Yes.
You too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I meant you, the corporate
The
you.
corporate.
The
Yeah,
Reaper,
the corporate,
Reaper
yeah,
you.
Yeah, yeah. That's not what you tell me on the phone.
We
Yeah.
didn't take too many days off when there's a
Mm.
Kickstarter going on.
Well, the one year, I think it was Bones 3, where we just kept getting assignments, and the overflow from the other ones. We
Mhm.
took 4 days off the entire year.
Good, Bob.
Yeah.
Good man.
Damn, Ron, I don't want to work
Appreciate
for you.
Oh, well.
He's tough, but fair.
I've seen your
Oh, right.
sculpting aid. You
when
don't have anything
when
to
he when he whimpers, he's really hard to turn down.
do. Oh, right.
My sculpting's just, I sculpted this. This is,
That's
You
why I
did,
said. That's
and
why I don't call you
They
for
hold up
Kickstarters.
well.
Yeah,
Those were a long time ago.
oh, yeah.
That's right.
You won't be getting any phone calls. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's time to let these minis dry. So let's see our progress here. Bob, there's your witch.
Not much.
Dude, you don't have to defend yourself.
Spiderson
Don't have to defend yourself.
Yeah.
The donk pyre.
Julius.
Oh wait, it's just a regular
Donk.
donkey.
Well, it's going with the gray. It's got the
I'll sculpt fangs on it later.
the skeleton.
But
There
don't
we go.
give Bobby ideas. It's for his
You'll do a
games.
dog fire.
Yeah, I know. The donk pyre. I know. So, well, make sure to keep up with all the latest news and information at www.reapermini.com.
YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. We're on all of them. Get there. Have fun.
Bob and Julie, thanks for coming by today.
Thank
you so much.
This is awesome.
It
And
was
it's just
fun.
so incredible to be able to visit with y'all.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
We have to
Very
do
much
it a
so.
couple times a year.
It was
Yes.
terrifying interesting.
You guys, you guys are
No, the
welcome.
haboob would be
That was-
terrifyingly
that was-
interesting. Yes.
You guys are welcome back anytime.
Time.
Thank you.
You have an open
Be
invitation.
careful what you say.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Well, it's always great to talk to Bob and Julie when they were in town.
I really enjoyed. That was a great show. Awesome
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, very, very entertaining. Those guys they've seen a lot.
Yes.
They've seen quite a bit. So, so Christmas next week.
Next week. It's
Yeah.
going to be here. I hope. Have you got your shopping ready yet?
You asked me this last week too.
I know.
and the answer is the same. No.
No.
No,
not
I've
that
got a
good.
little bit.
Actually, I'm done. For the first time really ever, I'm actually done.
Cool. Now, Adrian, make sure that our stuff is done. So
Oh.
don't ask if I've bought her anything yet because.
Goose isn't going to do a damn thing for me. So.
Well, okay. Well, but you know what we did do? We did get gifts at our recent Reaper White Elephant gift exchange. Did
Yes, very much so.
you have a good time?
Yes, that was awesome. Probably the only recorded footage of me actually wearing a sweater that I know of my
Yeah.
entire life.
Yeah. So yeah, well, we had a great time, didn't we? Everyone was in such great spirits, and
They were.
it was fun. It was fun. You look, watch.
Yes.
Watch this. You'll see how much fun we had.
I
Watch
know.
this.
We will.
Hi, welcome to the Reaper Live Christmas special.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So tonight we're having our Reaper Artist Christmas party here at the Reaper headquarters, and I'd like to introduce everybody from left to right. We've got Bah Humbug Bobby
that's
Jackson.
their right. That's their right to left.
Whatever.
Stage left to right.
Gene Van Horn, Julie Guthrie, Rhonda Bender, my co-host Ed Pugh,
That's me.
Michael Proctor, Izzy Collier, Bob Ridolfi, and Jason Weeby. Oh wait, so Jason's under the weather, can't be with us tonight. Jason, we miss you. We wish you could be here, but we're thinking about you. We hope you can make it next Christmas for this spring. So Adrian Hawkins is sitting in place for you here at the Reaper Christmas
You
party.
better be better by.
Yes.
Next year we're at a.
He's already out, so it's
Oh,
making
okay.
progress. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
doing
Hope
much
you get
better.
out next year, Jason.
Yeah.
We'll be in to visit you soon.
Whenever that
The
goes.
weather.
Better like next time.
Sounds like he's doing fine.
Hope he's better by.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say it on the air.
Yes.
So
They assume a hospital.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to play
What is that,
the
the hospice?
I've heard
No,
it called the
it's in
Yankee gift exchange, the White Elephant gift exchange. We're going to draw. We've drawn numbers, and now we're going to go in order to
Canadian
draw
gift
gifts.
exchange.
The Canadian gift exchange, whatever you want to call
Sorry,
it.
next year I'm going to combine this with like a card game or poker or something. Well, card game, poker. Never mind.
It's our new Kickstarter. We've already beat
Yeah.
you to it. So, so we're going to go and draw. We've already drawn our numbers, and so number 1 is Julie Guthrie. Julie, all right. So, yeah, go ahead.
Also really good at
Ooh, not that one.
Oh.
Something
Oh, went
awesome.
for the
Let's
rectangular
see.
bulk. Yes.
Let's see. So once you open your gift, we're going to go ahead and put it on the turntable for the audience to get a better look at it.
I really like your
Yeah, it is turning.
Mother
It
of
is actually
Dragons clutch there as you
What is that?
This
Oh.
is a red gummy bear.
No.
skeleton.
Red bony bear skeleton.
Anatomy.
Oh,
He's got a lot going on.
It's super
Oh
cool.
my.
that's very
I
reaperish.
don't want
Yeah.
to give this.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's
You
pretty
get to
cool.
take him back if he's the one.
He's
you
really
want
neat.
in.
All right, there's number 1.
There he goes. Okay.
Oh, it spins too.
Yeah. Spinning.
So-
Man, that's a blur.
That's the.
It's like we're on the shopping channel here
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is the
Need to
the gummy
mispronounce
bear
some words.
skeletal anatomy. Okay. So who's number 2?
That'd be me.
Rhonda Bender.
The Canadian.
Okay.
But you're
You
always number 1 to me.
You don't want to
Thank you.
steal the gummy bear?
Julie really seems to like the gummy
Okay.
bear, so I'm going to respect that.
Okay.
That's not how you play the game. Canadian.
Compassion? Oh, wait till it gets to Proctor.
Rhonda is a nice person, though.
She is.
Oh.
At my funeral, I would want Rhonda there.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
It looks kind
Unless
of like
he's the one that
it looks
runs
kind of like the carpet from The
Should I
Shining.
Oh,
open
no,
it like
definitely.
I really open presents and
We can
take
play the whole
it?
card
You
game
should open.
right there.
No, don't open like an old woman. You already know what that is, don't you?
I don't know. Let's see
Open
if I do
like,
know.
open like you're 6 years old.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, you're a textbook. You're gonna be testing.
Oh, ooh.
Uh-oh.
Bobby Jackson's drooling over here.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm number 3.
I really like it.
And now let
You're being way too polite.
Oh, glitter everywhere.
Yeah.
Is the paper glitter? It's going to fall over.
Fancy.
well done, Carol.
Yes. He's worked in retail at some point.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
You think small
Decided
things
not
come
go
in
with
good
the steal, huh?
packages?
No
Stealing is
What?
part of the fun.
Wait a
We're all too
second.
polite
Wait a
for
second.
He's burning with
Just
curiosity.
wait. Watch what's going to happen now. I know what these gifts are.
Well, that takes a lot of the fun out of it.
Well, we're not drawing names.
Did you wrap
I
them
planned chaos.
I hope you got that look on his
Hopefully.
face. That's good.
Open it and see.
If it's full of white
Get
powder, you have
ready.
to share.
Get ready.
Oh,
Get
no,
ready.
the present just fell off.
Open it up. Get ready. What is it? It's glow in the dark dice. Julie. Julie Guthrie. Glow in the dark dice.
Those are sporty.
Those are some sporty glow in the dark dice.
Sporty.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
We've got a present down, too.
Okay.
Remove this inferior present.
Okay. All right. So who is number?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
I got
That's fancy. Good job.
Bob.
Bobby.
Bob. Stop.
You told me to get up and get it.
Yeah. Your wife desires glow in the dark dice. Are you
He's
gonna
trying to
give
preempt
that
it.
up and draw something? You better get the dice.
Steal my
I have to coach.
swine. I'm stealing the dice.
There you go, Bob. Good job. Good job. That's a little unfair.
Yeah, I know, man.
That's like a team.
So now Bobby either
Bobby.
gets to steal, or he gets to.
But
write
hold
it
on,
in.
hold on, Bobby.
There's a lot of rules to this.
Oh, there is.
Bobby Jackson asked me the other day, via text or email, or maybe in person. He said, "Hey Ron, how do I get one of these cool Dungeons and Dragons art books?" I said, "Well, just gotta wait, Bobby. Maybe they'll be in the Christmas drawing." And I think now is a good opportunity for you to steal this from Rhonda.
It is a good opportunity. Sorry, Rhonda.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
He is called Baja.
Although, on the
supposed
way
to
back to the
everything is.
hotel, be a little careful because stealing is still an option.
Yes.
Hey, what is that, Bobby?
This is a fabulous game.
What-
One deck dungeon. It
One
looks
deck
like fun. I
dungeon.
saw this on the internet.
For 1 to 2 players. Yeah.
Uh,
Highly rated on Amazon.
1 or 2
So you're
players,
saying whoever
half
has
an
the
hour.
fewest friends
I
should steal this?
A little dungeon
It's
crawl.
actually
This is the one
well
that-
designed for you, Bobby, because I saw you out there playing card games
'Cause
by
he doesn't have any
yourself.
friends.
With
By
just
yourself.
regular cards.
Yeah, with regular cards.
he's
This is
from
a dungeon.
1938.
I know.
Don't
Why?
steal this from me.
You can play it
He
with
has
two
one of the
people.
fewest dungeons there in
Or,
Birmingham. I mean,
you know,
basements.
for you can put a mirror up and pretend.
Play like
you play
there we
this
go.
puzzle.
Someone steal the crap out of that from Bobby. All right, who's next? Is it
Is it
number
number
4?
5?
4 or 5? 5.
How many presents are on the table? I bet you could do it that way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Weeby is stealing the gummy bear. Weeby has stolen the gummy bear.
Gummy bear?
It is.
What is Julie gonna steal now?
Well, I could either get a new present, right?
A new present.
Yep.
New present,
Or
or
you
you
can
can
We can
steal
steal Bob's dice from
You
him.
can,
Yeah.
you can theoretically steal.
The dice are
I
still
can
in
do that
play.
at home.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Sleep with one eye
Or you
open.
can get a gummy bear and Bob's.
Oh, I do that.
Okay.
You're a terrible Santa hog.
No, I'm trying to get people, trying to direct people to where they need to go.
And create strife. He likes a
There was
family
something
Christmas
else
where
in
we're all
there.
screaming.
I think this is a great book. I mean, gift.
You
Way to
can't
go,
disguise a
Poker
book.
Face.
I mean,
Sorry. All
I
right.
thought Michael went and did all of the shopping. Did you do it?
Yeah.
The what? Bestiary?
Baby
The baby
bestiary.
bestiary.
Super cute.
Super cute little animals in there.
They really are cute.
They are
Julie
cute.
should
They're super
sculpt
cute.
all of those.
Right.
Yeah, if
Once
we
you get the rights
yes,
to
Yes.
them.
yes,
Oh,
once
yeah.
we own, if we own the arcs per
That
se,
never
of course,
started
yes.
before.
Awesome, awesome.
But it has
It'll have 3
I
eyes.
don't know how to steal this.
Put that game behind
Put the
it.
game behind it.
Yeah.
There we go. I just laid it
Bobby's
there.
There we go, look at
sculpting
there.
game behind it.
Fancy,
That's a cool game.
fancy.
You know, there was
Okay.
some controversy about
It's
that
going
game
much
because
faster than I
there's
thought it
no
was
male
gonna go.
option.
You gotta
for the
steal,
heroes,
people.
Six. Who's number
Oh,
6?
Cool.
666, that's me.
Six.
Cool over here.
Hey, well, that's what
you
they
not
put us
get a
on this
number?
side.
I already,
You don't get numbers.
You're not gonna
He didn't want us to
steal?
play.
Stereotype.
Uh-oh.
This over because I'm a villain.
And a vandal.
I am.
Never gonna stay.
that's not
Never gonna stay.
Nobody,
Never gonna stay.
nobody likes it.
We know what it is.
That's
There we
it.
go.
Yeah.
There we go.
That'll
Perfect.
Oh, most didn't want
It
to
doesn't
stick to
rattle.
Okay.
It's bigger than a red box.
Mm.
No, it's not. That's a lie.
Yeah.
This is true.
You
I
can
am an
put
artist,
Pia's
so
in
red
there.
box size does vary.
It's another
Book.
another copy of the same book. Because 2 people have asked about this book this week. How can I get this book?
So who's gonna ship me for this book?
Yeah. Okay. Who's number 7?
Me.
Come on, Gene.
Gene.
Oh.
Well played.
Go.
Well played.
All right, Bob, you get to go.
Okay, well.
That's true. That's true.
I can't steal that back, though.
No, but you can steal something else.
That's right.
You got a card game, you got a skeleton.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, I think this is actually thicker.
Do it, Bob. Do it.
Once that last,
Do
once
it.
the last
I'm
gift
taking
is
it.
open,
I'm
the
taking
game
it.
is
Jason's
over.
not
Jason.
here. Yeah,
What?
he's not
Jason,
here.
Bob's taking your gift.
Yeah.
All right, so that's been stolen twice.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
twice.
Okay. The dice have been stolen twice. Okay. All right.
What would Jason maybe want?
What would we
He
want?
jewelry, gold.
What would you want?
Did you put a lot of that in the boxes?
No, that's just his colors.
Oh.
Weeby would probably,
I
if
think
you
he
want,
would
either
wear a
go for
white
the
shirt with that pattern.
D&D art book or the honest opinion.
I know where one lives.
Oh.
Oh.
Then I could just steal the other one.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
You can.
Are you tracking the stealing factor on each of them?
That's
separately?
one. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
have
I
to
love
try
it.
to remember that.
That's one.
You just got shanked.
Oh, they're the same book.
Yes.
Oh, they're the same book.
No, this was diabolical.
Oh, they
Wait.
are the same book.
But there's a large square object on the table. What is that?
Two of them.
It is.
You steal the Weeby one, and then
So-
I steal it from you. And you
I don't remember what one of those is.
What's that?
You steal the Weeby one.
Sorry.
I steal
That sort of
My
spoils
goodness.
it.
We were old school.
Yeah,
Were we?
That's my wife.
Now you
She
can
does
steal.
silence.
Izzy, you can
But I didn't
steal.
take the call.
No, that's already
That's
been
part of the
stolen.
reason I stole.
It's gotta be.
because that was 3 times. Oh, you're
Third
right.
time.
Third steal.
You're
That's on
right.
two.
Not
Third
third possession.
steal.
Third
Third
steal.
steal.
That's been stolen once, right?
Once.
Oh, Jason.
Been stolen twice.
Oh
no.
Huh.
Locked down. Oh no.
Go for the box.
Oh.
We can,
Oh,
we
what?
can do
They're locks. The dice are locks.
So the dice
It's
are
actually locked down.
Even
Yeah,
for
dice
number
are
one.
three.
Even for number one, right? That was the third steal on the dice?
Yeah.
I will find you some going, guys.
Jason stole the dice?
It's,
board.
it's a
Oh.
cheese, medieval cheese board set.
Medieval.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I ran out of ideas. Sorry
No,
about that.
I'm sorry.
That's great.
For Gene,
I like knives.
there is nothing more appropriate
It's
than
a-
cheese and knives.
It's a
Yes.
wooden. It's a
I like
shield-shaped
knives.
cheese board with an axe, a spear, and what? A sword. What is that?
Axe, spear, and a double-headed axe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is
More axes.
that
For the
is
hard
like,
cheddar.
That is like
There's a
the
diagram on
mouse
the back of
things,
what they are.
the mouse
Ultimate thing, yeah.
starter kit right there.
There you go.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
Good
Well,
All right, man.
then I guess,
It's game
Rockman?
time.
Proctor.
Choose wisely.
dude, got to keep it going. There.
This is number
goes.
3. This belongs
Oh, is that
to
3?
me.
Oh, it's locked.
Yes.
All right.
If you do that, Izzy, the game is over.
No,
No.
because Julie still has
Oh,
a
that's
chance
true.
to steal.
She gets to go.
Waiting.
Julie
still
gets
has
his
one.
chance.
Done.
Can she still? Can Julie still steal even though the gift is technically frozen?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Why not?
No, she can't
The whole
steal a
dynamic of the
frozen
rules
gift.
have changed again.
I
was gonna say
strategize
that
this
is a
the
good
way
point.
It's
I
our
prefer.
fun,
We
so
can
we
do
can
what
make
we
it our
want.
fun.
Adrian?
Sort of like a memory
let's
lane.
find out what's
Name
in
of
there.
fun.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
HBIC
okay,
for
I
a
will open
reason.
this one just because. I don't know, Ron's kind of cringy.
I don't remember what it is.
That's not the point. They'll find out. Don't worry.
Yeah,
It's the whole control thing.
I mean, this is only the first half of it. It's not
We can all
like
trade
it
out.
incorporating the grand melee at the end.
You don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you already gave him a shield and 2 axes.
That's
and
right.
Yeah, but that's why it's out there. It's every
Which is
man
why
for
he gets
himself.
an unfair advantage.
So Gene just wins.
Alright.
Oh, I remember what
That's
this is. Now I do know what this is.
Oh, I got booze. Wow. Yeah.
That's the one Weeby won.
That's the one we
That's
won
right.
right
Oh.
there. Yeah. That's
Hey,
Oh,
look!
well.
I accidentally stole that one and
Oops.
Weeby wound up with that one.
Well,
But now
Okay, Julie.
We can edit that part out. It's fine.
The ultimate wild card.
It's fine.
So I can do anything?
You can do whatever you want.
So now, wait. So what will happen here? If you decide to steal
I will.
something, okay, you'll just swap. It'll just be a swap. Is that what it'll be?
who's our judge?
And then what happens after that?
No, because then that goes down there, and then that gets stolen, and then
Then we
it
all
just-
fight for it. It's
yeah.
great.
There's 2 ways to do it.
Oh,
Julie can,
then it
Julie
goes
can
down
either
to
steal
values.
and swap,
Yeah.
and that's it, or Julie can steal and then you
It
That person
continues.
can go.
It
Okay.
continues. It
Continues. Okay. Okay.
for
Go for it,
So
Julie.
I can steal?
You do
So
whatever
you
you
can put
want
it
to do.
down.
can
Put
I
your gift
steal
down.
frozen things?
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna say she
We're gonna
can.
This could never end. She still wants
Could never end.
It's
Well,
gonna
you
be
do
Absolutely.
it. You do it for a
It'll be
round.
a-
Well, no.
feedback
That goes there, and then you
That
get
goes
steal.
here.
Yeah, that goes
Oh.
to the center.
But
Can you reach it?
What?
She gotta put that. Yeah, she's gotta put
Put it-
that.
oh,
in the
just put it in
center.
the center.
She
You have to put it back in the center.
Unless you do want it to.
Oh, she's deciding.
Unless you want it.
this is me being me.
There's booze. No.
You know what? You do whatever you need to do. You do you do what you need to do.
All right. Do you like the baby bestiary or the gummy bear more? You.
Me?
Well, I should be asking you because
Yeah.
you are the kind boss of the family.
Ask him.
Makes no difference to me.
Yeah. This is
You know
like
what?
the end of the reality show where they have the episode and everybody's waiting.
I will fall on this blade here.
Okay. All right. So That's it? That's the end. Merry Christmas. That's the end of the Reaper White Elephant gift exchange. Thanks everybody for playing. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
And happy Yule.
holidays.
And Happy New Year.
Happy Yule log.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Happy.
Is there a term for like a catch-all?
Yeah, bye.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Season's
Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Merry Kwanzaa.
Merry. What
Have
is
a cool
what is it?
Yule.
Another one now?
Yeah.
What now?
Isn't there another one after Kwanzaa?
Happy New Year.
There's Eid.
Well, there's
He's been around.
yeah, there's Hanukkah and Yule.
Yule log.
Yeah, for all my pagan
And of course, we're going to end up forgetting one year and play hell for that.
Pay no mind to Proctor. His mouth
He
is
wasn't
moving.
number 2.
And yeah, buy lots of Reaper stuff.
And bacon.
They didn't pay me to say that.
And
I
bacon,
wish they had.
bacon. And stay out of the emergency room with the bacon.
Bye-bye, Jason.
Bye, Jason. You take care.
Jason,
Have
get
fun.
feeling better,
Jason.
please. I'm outnumbered here.
That's right. Yeah, but that's why it's out there. It's every man for
It's
himself.
an unfair advantage.
So Gene just went.
Oh, I remember what this is. Now I do know what this is. No.
Oh, I got booze. Wow. Yeah.
That's the one Weeby wanted.
That's the one we
That's-
want
that's
right
the
there.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
Hey,
oh,
look,
well.
I accidentally stole that one and
Oops.
Weeby wound up with that one.
Well,
But now
Okay, Julie.
what-
We can edit that part out, it's fine.
The ultimate wild card.
It's fine.
So I can do anything?
You can do whatever you want.
So now, wait. So what will happen here? If you decide to steal
I will.
something, okay, you'll just swap. It'll just be a swap. Is that what it'll be?
who's our judge?
And then what happens after that?
No, because then that goes down there, and then that gets stolen, and then
Then we
it
all
just-
fight for it, it's
yeah.
great.
There's two ways to do it.
Oh,
Julie
then it
Julie
goes
can
down
either
to
steal
everybody.
and swap,
Yeah.
and that's it, or Julie can steal and then you
It
That person
continues.
can go.
It continues. It
Continues. Okay. Okay.
for
Go for it,
So I
Julie.
can steal?
You do
So
whatever
you
you
can
want
put
to
it
do.
down.
Can
Put
I
your gift
steal
down.
frozen things?
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna say she
Will you allow
can.
me?
This could never end. She still
Could never end.
It's
Well,
gonna
you
be
do
so-
it. You do it for a
It'll be
round.
Well, no,
feedback
that goes there, and then you
That
get
goes
steal.
here.
Yeah, that goes
Oh.
to the center.
But,
Can you reach it?
What?
She got to put that. Yeah, she's got to put that.
Oh,
in the
just put it
center.
in the center.
You have to put it back in the center.
Unless you do want it to.
Oh, she's deciding.
Unless you want it.
this is me being me.
There's booze. No.
You know what? You do whatever you need to do. You do what you need to do.
All right. Do you like the baby bestiary or the gummy bear more? You.
Me?
Well, I should be asking you because
Yeah.
you are the kind of family.
Ask him.
Makes no difference to me.
Yeah. This is
You know
like
what?
the end of the reality show where they have the episode and everybody's waiting.
I will fall on this blade here.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So
Yay.
that's it. That's the end. Merry Christmas. That's the end of the
Christmas.
Reaper White Elephant gift exchange. Thanks everybody for playing. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Merry
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas.
everybody.
Merry Christmas.
And happy
Happy
Yule.
holidays.
And Happy New Year.
Happy Yule log.
Happy
Safe New
Hanukkah.
Year.
Yeah.
Happy.
Is there a term for like a catch-all?
Yeah, bye.
Festivus
holidays.
Festivus.
Happy holidays.
Season's
Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Greetings.
Merry Kwanzaa.
Merry. What
Have
is
a cool
what is it?
Yule.
Another one now?
Yeah.
What now?
Isn't there another one after Kwanzaa?
Happy New Year.
There's Eid.
Well, there's
He's been around.
yeah, there's Hanukkah and Yule.
Yule log.
Yeah, for all my pagan
And of course, we're going to end up
Not
forgetting one year
that
and
kind of
play hell for
I
that.
know.
Pay no mind to Proctor. His mouth
He
is
wasn't
moving.
number 2.
And
good
yeah, buy lots of Reaper stuff.
And bacon.
They didn't pay me to say that.
And
I wish
bacon,
they had.
bacon. And stay out of the emergency room with the bacon.
Bye-bye, Jason.
Bye, Jason. You take care.
Jason,
Have
get
fun.
feeling better,
Jason.
please. I'm outnumbered here.
You're right. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
We had a good time.
We
I'd
really
forgotten
did.
how much fun
Yes.
we all did have time. Exchanging gifts and things.
Especially, oh wait,
What the?
oh, this is somebody more important
Seriously?
than you.
Turn your phone off while we're recording. Can you put the little red light above the door that reminds everyone in here that we're recording?
Yes.
We're recording.
I'm sorry. Other people out there do call
gonna-
me.
You have a mute button. There's all kinds of things you could do. Merry Christmas, everybody.
There we go.
Look, I don't look. Next week, Gene Van Horn's on the show. Who cares? I don't. Whatever.
Merry
I don't care
fucking
anymore.
Christmas. There we go. That's what he meant to say. But he has kids at home that watch.
Yeah. No. Okay. Look. That was fun, despite the fact that your phone rings all the time, the most inopportune moments. That was a great Christmas thing we had. It was fun.
Really did.
It was
Enjoyed
fun.
it.
What did you?
It's
get?
nice to have everybody there.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. Never mind. That was a dumb question. You know who's next week?
Yes, Gene Van Horn.
The amazing Gene Van Horn.
Yes.
The
And that is a
amazing
good show. He is a lot of fun. I love his sense of humor.
Yeah, yeah. Gene's
great.
He's an all-around great guy. So I'm excited to see that. So you know what? I guess we'll see you guys after Christmas.
After Christmas and after the New Year.
Right, because then we have another special guest the week after that.
Yes.
We're not going to tell who that is yet,
No.
are we?
No.
Okay. All right.
All right, because I don't know who it is.
I will keep it a secret. You'll just have to wait and see. Okay. Well, guys,
All right,
thanks for
everybody,
watching.
y'all have a great Christmas. I'm walking all over him again because I thought he was going to pause. Go ahead.
No, go right ahead. Just go right ahead.
Y'all have a great Christmas. We'll see y'all later.
What he said.
Bob's related to one of the popes,
I'm not related to one of the
and
popes.
and Ridolfi means I'm a part werewolf.
No, Ridolfi goes back to the founding of Rome. It means son of the great wolf.
Son of a what?
Okay, that's all right, Proctor.
Hi, Ron. How are you doing? Justin?
Yeah, I guess you'll say, well, thanks for letting us come up and you know, that kind of crap, right?
I can do that, boy.
Hi, welcome to the Reaper Live Christmas special. Okay, start over. Wow.
Yeah, speaking of Gen Con, what were you doing watching me sleep?
I wasn't watching you. Maybe before we close up, maybe I should ask you the how you're related to the Pope and how your last name means I'm a werewolf.
I'm not related to the Pope. You get that wrong every time.
Bye. Wave Ron.